Mm-hmm. Sorry.
Huh?
Again, in the afternoon.
Yes, in the afternoon is a little mild.
Oh. So, do you get familiar with the weather type in Ho Chi Minh City now, or you feel uncomfortable? Do you like the weather in Ho Chi Minh City?
I think I'm kind of familiar to it now, but I don't like the way it happens every day. I think that just because I don't suit the weather here, and living here just make me more stressed.
Mm. So you feel stressed because the weather is more is crazier, right? Crazier than other places, especially in your hometown. So is the weather in your hometown nice all year round?
Yeah, my hometown it's very sunny in all season, and we hardly have any rain because of the climate. But I think it suits me because I lived there since I was little, and the best is that I can spend time with my family no matter how bad the weather is. So I'm just fine with it.
Does the weather affect your work and your study and life?
Yes, it is. For example, in Ho Chi Minh City, when we are in the rain season, and I think limited. It's limiting my activities. Like I couldn't hang out with my friend or go to school easily. So it's somehow time wasting and tiring.
Mm. So the weather affects your decision what the decision whether or not you will go out. So you will go out anytime during the day, or you would have more time to go out at night. And if the weather is nice in the evening, would you go out late?
No, I don't really want to go out late in Ho Chi Minh City because I think it's dangerous. And the second thing is that I don't have someone like my relatives or my cousins, something around me, so I couldn't ask for help if I need. So I'm a little scared of going out at night.
Mm. Is it safe to live in your hometown?
Yes, I think it's really safe to live there because my hometown is just a small town, and everyone knows each other. And the second point is when you go out at night, there's just nothing. The shop closed, the game center closed, so we just don't have a reason to go out late at night.
Mm. How about the nightlife in Ho Chi Minh City? Is it common that lots of people there travel at night?
Oh, yes, it is. Nightlife in Ho Chi Minh City is exciting and crowded. There's also a lot of activities you can do. You can enjoy with your friends, but I just don't like it because I don't like to spend time in crowded crowded places. Mm.
What do you think is dangerous to go out late at night in Ho Chi Minh City?
I think it would be mostly in the summer because at that time, um, it's usually more people go out in at night than in other seasons, and I just don't feel safe when there's so many strangers around me.
Mm. Are there more crimes in Ho Chi Minh City sorry again, are there more crimes in Ho Chi Minh City than in your hometown?
Yes, it is. There's a lot of crime where you can easily see in Ho Chi Minh City, like it's a big city with many kind of people, and to some people they couldn't make money easily, so they choose to steal from others. That's why they choose to be a criminal, and I think I would be their top priority when they choose someone to steal, because I'm a girl and I um I look like I couldn't save my properties.
Mm, okay. Do you prepare yourself any tips or some kind of martial arts that can protect you if you are uh, a- attacked attacked at night, or you would definitely avoid going out as much as possible?
Yeah, I thought about taking a class to strengthen my health before, but I realized it's a little costly and time wasting. So I just choose to stay at home at night.
Mhm. Do you do you think you will continue to live in Ho Chi Minh City even after you graduate from university, or you would choose another uh, safer and more peaceful place to live for work and life and settle?
Yes, I have a plan to in Ho Chi Minh City for a few years, because I need to save up some money, and I think the market, the cái gì ta? Cái gì á? Cái gì á ta?
The job market
Uh,
or
the job market here is also bigger than in other places, so I'm thinking about um like renting some house, save up some money, and then I will go back to my hometown and settle down.
is it safer to rent an expensive house rather than a cheap one?
Not sure, but I think it would be safer, because that is the basic offer we can get from hiring a more expensive place.
Mm, okay. We review some types of punishments. A fine. Fine. What is it?
Uh, it's like when you do something wrong, the police will ask you to uh, give them some money.
You need to submit the money. Submit money, hand in money to the government, and you are fine.
Mm,
Okay, the police, not police, police.
please, please.
Life imprisonment.
Oh,
It means the life imprisonment is when you spend your life in prison.
oh, oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Antisocial behavior disorder. Order.
And social behavior. Okay.
It means um, the order. Uh, so because you cause some um, activities or you have the behaviors that's
Mm,
against the social.
mm,
Yeah. So uh, they don't let you do that kind of action.
mm, mm.
Okay. Capital punishment.
Yeah,
Capital punishment.
capital punishment.
This means uh, you are sentenced to death. You need to pay for your life because you commit a crime.
Mm,
If you buy and sell drugs, for 2 kilos or above. So you need to receive the capital punishment. You need to leave this world. Capital punishment. It means the sentence punishment. You you cannot continue to live. Uh, Number five, corporal punishment. Corporal is mean, for example, when you do something wrong, your mom beats you, right? Your mom hits you, so it's a corporal punishment. But when you do something wrong, your mom just asks you to stay in your room to reflect yourself. It's the mental punishment, not the corporal punishment. We have another word, this physical punishment.
Um,
Okay. How about community service?
uh, yeah, I think it's a when you do something wrong, you have to work the social work. It's like you contribute to the community to show that you're sorry.
Yeah, you need to serve. You do something to serve the community, and you don't get paid. Prison sentence is mean you spend your life, the whole life, in a prison.
Mm-mm.
You cannot be released later. Uh, Number eight, curfew order. Curfew order. Do you know Myanmar situation?
Mm. No.
No? Okay. Um, Curfew order is uh, delivered by the government that they require all the citizens cannot go out, just stay indoor, just stay indoor. Uh, for example, you just can go out to buy some food and some necessary products during the day, and at night you can't go out. If you go out, you are against the law. Ha. For example, during the COVID-19, um, our governments uh, imposed imposed a curfew order that you need to stay indoor. You cannot go out. This word in Vietnamese we say lệnh giới nghiêm.
Yeah.
Lệnh giới nghiêm. You cannot go out during uh, the lockdown. The lockdown, COVID-19 lockdown. All people need to stay indoor, especially at night. Now you read the description, the definition from A to G, and after you finish one definition, try to match uh, the types of punishment from number one to number eight. So, uh, A, please read A.
Yeah, yes. A means of punishment that involves hitting someone. 5.
Okay.
B.
Num- Okay,
Uh,
B.
sentencing someone who has committed a crime to death penalty.
Mm,
4.
right. Number sentences. Sentencing.
An order given by a court telling someone not to go to certain places or see particular people because they have behaved antisocially.
Mm.
Uh,
E.g. vandalizing.
e.g., vandalizing public property, behaving violently in public. It's
Mm,
an antisocial behavior order.
correct. D.
Punishment, which tells someone by law when they have to be in their home. It's uh, a curfew order.
Correct. E.
Working without pay to repay society. It's
Mm,
uh, F, the maximum prison sentence which a court can issue. I think it's a brief life. Oh, life imprisonment.
Uh, life imprisonment. Okay.
Money that you have to pay as a form of punishment. It's a fine.
Um, fine. Okay. So prison sentence we say bản án, phán quyết cái gì nè, ở tù hả?
Trung
Prison.
thân.
Okay.
Vâng, vâng.
Ừ. To answer the question in the type of opinion,
Yeah.
so you have some way completely agree, uh, not totally agree, completely or totally disagree. To some extent, it means not 100%. Uh, or you can say, I partly agree. It means there are 2 points. You agree with the first one, but you don't agree with the second one. So you say, uh, to some extent, or maybe I partly agree with this opinion. Hmm. Read the example, please.
Uh,
Oh,
even I
okay.
completely agree with this point of view. I think we need to find another alternative to prison as a means of punishment. The other options that have been tested, such as community service, are too soft.
Stopped. It means it's not heavy enough to punish someone when they commit a crime. Prison is it the answer?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So evil,
Mm.
evil. What does it mean, evil?
I think it's similar to crime.
Yeah, that's right. And it's the bad thing people do it. Huh? Evil, unpleasant thing. Um, preferable. Preferable is mean suitable. Suitable. How about extreme measures? Measure
Ah,
means,
I think it's punishment.
yeah, that's right. Punishments. But actually, this the solutions to the answer. The solutions or measure and extremist mean it's very severe, very strong. Like you say, severe weather, extreme weather is extremely bad. So extreme measures. Um, capital punishment again. Can you explain again? Capital punishment.
Yes, it's like one person have to be in the prison for their whole life when they commit a crime.
Now
Ah,
they uh, they leave this world. Capital punishment is mean they need to die.
oh.
I will say death sentence. Huh? Death sentence. For example, if you kill someone, so you have the capital punishment. You cannot continue your life. Death sentence. Roam free in society, so you can walk freely in a society. Roam free, walk freely. You can travel anywhere. You have freedom. Roam free. And would be criminals. What does it mean?
Um, to be I think it's to would be criminals.
Would be is mean in the future. So now they are not criminals, but they
I think it's something like um one person have a possibility to be uh criminal in the future.
That's right. Would be criminals. Would would be criminals. Now read the text one.
Right. The way I see it, it's a necessary evil and one which is referable to other more extreme measures, such as in the US, where they have capital punishment. Some people just can't be allowed to roam free in our society. Prison sends out a strong message to would-be criminals.
Mm, okay. So um extreme measures. Now, do you think capital punishment can be replaced by any other mm, punishments if someone commits a serious crime?
Uh,
And yeah, if they commit a serious crime, can we replace capital punishment by the other one, like life imprisonment?
mm, I think that um, death sentence is completely suitable for someone doing a extreme evil because I think death is the worst they can get for what they did. So I completely agree with that opinion.
Mm, if someone commits a crime, after they finish their sentence is mean the 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 documents that tell them show that how what kind of punishment they should get. Sentence in Vietnamese we say bản án. Okay. Uh, so when someone finish their sentence, uh, should they be allowed to roam freely in the society, or the government should create an area especially for them to live so that they can prevent them from commit a crime or do something harmful to other citizens.
Mm-mm. That when someone have finished doc their sentence and they have a right to when any go out, I don't think they have the right to work freely or to um like go around intently because we cannot ensure that they could change their personality when they finish their sentence. So I think the government should supervise um, those people all the time.
Mm. Now, prison sends out a strong message to would-be criminals.
Mm.
Okay, would-be criminals. So, do you agree with this sentence?
Uh, yes, I completely agree with that. I think that someone have who are tending to make some crime would be scared or would be off if they know their result. But I also think that death sentence would be more effective when we talk about um, sending out a strong message.
Mm. So they remind the citizens that if they do something wrong, they um, must be punished. Uh, and if someone who doesn't want to spend their life in prison or receive extreme measures, they should stay away from committing a crime.
Mm.
Okay. Deter deterrent or deterrent, huh? Deterrent. Deter is mean prevent. So deterrent, this means prevention. Prevention. Uh, that's the government should have the deterrence. Uh, so they prevent someone committing a crime, prevent someone from committing a crime. So deterrent, huh, prevention.
Mm.
Uh, petty crime is mean small crime, not
Oh.
serious, not serious. We say petty, just a small scale or minor crime. Inmates, prisoners, person who is imprisoned. Uh, inmates, prisoners. Alternative, another method. Murderers, what does it mean?
Ah, it's like someone who kill another one.
Okay. Uh, so murderer, the person, and the crime is called murder. Murder, murder. Get a degree in psychology. Get a degree in psychology. Hmm. Taxpayers' expenses mean the money, um, the money which is paid by the citizen who pays for tax.
Oh.
The taxpayer spends like we are citizen and um, we pay the tax and then add someone expenses. It means this person need to pay this one. For example, I send you the documents and I use the post office delivery service. So when I send you, I would say um, uh, you you will receive the the package using the delivery service at your expense. It means you need to pay the delivery service, not me. So as someone expenses, that person pay. Okay, now read number two, please.
It doesn't seem like much of a deterrent against big petty crime when
Mm,
the prisons let inmates have luxuries such as video games and TVs and top chefs cooking their food. But what's the alternative? In my view, prison should be a form of punishment, not a holiday camp or a place where murderers can get a degree in psychology at the taxpayer's expense.
mm, okay.
Dạ vậy.
So they said that prisoners, when they are in prison, uh, they enjoy their life because there are video games, TVs, and they are provided food 3 meals a day, right? And they said that uh, if we send them to prison, so we don't punish them, but we let them enjoy the life in prison. Yeah. Do you think it's right in our country?
Mm, I think that we couldn't say that they can enjoy their life in the prison, even though they are provided with food and entertainment, because when they are in the prison, they are somehow restricted and they have to stay away from their family. They couldn't be in the society, developing themselves. So I think it's like they are losing their time in the prison and providing them food or make them feel a little relaxing. It's just something that we do to because we have to do that, or else they will die in the prison. Mm.
Is it possible for a person who is rich to spend their life in the prison comfortably? because they have money, so they can afford their luxuries even when they are in prison.
Oh. Now, I think that it's not prison anymore. It's just some place that they use to spend their time to entertainment. I think it would be similar to resorts.
Mhm. And when they are sent to prison, um, so all the expenses are afforded by the governments, but where the money come from is from the taxpayers, the citizens' tax. So they don't think that prison should be good because when we send them to prison, the prisoners spend their life and they don't need to work because all the expenses on their net the facilities, the daily expenses would be afforded by the taxpayers. Okay, so do you think they still need to work even when they are in prison, or they just be sent there and they don't need to do anything?
Uh, no, I think that even at present, prisoners are still doing some community services, and when we pay for when we pay tax, it's not just for providing prisoners with food and entertainment, but it also but we also pay for the government to do other things. And I think that even though they are in the prison, they still have their human rights, and we should treat them in a humane way.
Mm-mm. Okay. And it's not right that you don't need to do anything when you are in prison because you still need to work. You need to do some kind of community service, even you are not in a community. But you need to, for example, I see some prisoners need to grow trees, need to grow food, and they also serve the community service. Maybe the construction. Mm. Okay, now read number three, please. Number
Um,
three.
if we are talking about prison as a means of punishment, I would have to say that I doubt it is very effective in a lot of cases. We learn by conditioning, don't we? In prison culture, much different. Is prison culture much different to the part of society that we are taking these criminals away from?
Mm. Is it effective in a lot of cases when we put someone in prison?
Okay, okay. Mm. No, I think that even though we putting someone in a prison, it's a really effective method, but I don't think it's for everybody, because to some specific crime, you have to give them different punishment.
Mm. So what are their purposes when the government give them punishments?
Uh, I think it's some way to make them feel uh, something like to scare them away from committing a crime again. And it's also something that we do to help them understand that um, their actions is not right, and they have to pay for what they did.
Mm. And for someone who commit an extremely serious crime, uh, the government decides to eliminate them from the society because their behaviors may cause the loss or danger to other citizens. So in order to protect and bring a peaceful society to the whole citizen, government need to um, erase them from the country. Number four, vandalism is the action that you destroy something. Tax invasion, when you do business, you work, you have salary, you have income, you need to pay tax, but you don't. You avoid paying tax, so it's illegal. This is called tax invasion.
Right.
Okay. Is it uh, easy or difficult for someone to uh, to not to pay taxes?
Wow. Mm. Yeah, I think it's not so difficult to hide away from tax because um I know that you have to pay tax when uh the government knows about how you use your money. And when you buy something or when you eat at the restaurant, just use cash and tell the one who the seller to not print a bill. That's why you can avoid tax.
Mm. Now, um, if a person do something harmful to the other, uh, and they will pay money, they pay the victim money, so they are free, or even they compensate the victim, they also need to be punished.
Oh, yes, I think that when you do a extreme crime like killing someone, it's necessary for you to pay uh, an amount of money for their families because um, the money is used to help them about the loss. But I don't think the money could help one person to get free from their crime or to decrease their document
Decrease their sentence.
sentence.
Decrease their sentence. Um, because if we think that as long as they repay the victim, they should be free. So lots of rich people will commit a crime and they don't need to receive any punishments. Uh, so even they repay the victim, compensate the victim, they must be punished. Um, and it depends on the level of their crimes. Okay, re rehabilitate. Rehabilitate. Rehabilitate.
Mm.
Rehabilitate is mean if you commit a crime, you are sent to prison, and in prison, they help you rehabilitate so that you can return to the society.
Okay, okay.
They help you restore to a normal life.
All right.
Okay, rehabilitate. Sex offenses. The criminal related to sexual behavior. Uh, serial killers. Serial killers mean kill series of kill series of people, kill a lot of people, one by one, a lot. Serial killers. Fraud. Fraud. There's lots of fraud online nowadays that they treat you money and then they run away. They run away. Fraud and theft. What is it?
It's like stealing something.
Yeah, that's right. The person, the action of stealing something. Rub shoulders with murderers. When you have a close contact with someone, so your shoulder will rub their shoulders. Huh? Rub shoulders with murderer. It means they have contacts. They have close contact with murderers and rapists. The verb is rape. You know rape?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so rapist. Huh? The criminals who commit a rape. Read number five, please. Sorry,
Yeah.
number four and number five.
Okay. Um, I do think that those who have harmed other people physically or mentally should be in prison, mainly so that the victims are safe from further harm. What's more, if they have taken a life, they should have their freedom taken away from them for life. For other crimes such as vandalism or evasion, I believe we should make criminals repay the victim or society with a suitable punishment. I don't think prison in a particular good way to rehabilitate somebody or some people, and it just educates them in the ways of the criminal for serious crimes such as sex offenses and serial killers. I think it's the best option we have. In terms of what to do with those who commit less personal crimes like fraud and theft, really don't I really don't feel like they should be rubbing shoulders with murderers and rapists.
Hmm. So can you help me explain the sentence in terms of uh, who commits less personal crimes? Uh, they shouldn't be rubbing shoulders with murderers. So what does it mean? This sentence.
Yes. I think that the writer think that um sex offenses and serial killers have the same punishment as fraud and theft, and the writer doesn't agree on that.
Mm, yeah, because they just commit a small or petty crime, so they should be um, treated with the other punishments. And if we put them in the same place as murderers and rapists, what would happen?
Um, I think that uh, there would be more murderers and rapists in the society because they think that they would have the same punishment as fraud and theft, which is a little light.
Mm-mm. Yeah. And if they have contact with those people, maybe they will imitate some behaviors. Or sometimes their crime is not so serious, so uh, they they don't deserve to be treated seriously like those kinds of crimes. Mm, re-offend when they commit a crime again. A soft option is not heavy enough to punish them. Inmates already prisoner come into contact with the law again. It means they commit a crime again. Come into contact with the law. Uh, that penalty, the sentence which are served, which are given. Okay, and um, Mr. Structure of prison life. If a person I used to witness, a person who was sent to prison many times and they cannot return to the society because no place in society is suitable for their life and they just want to return to the prison life. So uh, whenever they are released to the society, they would continuously commit a crime because they really want to go to prison again and again. Read the text from number six to number nine.
Okay. I think it's bad proven that prisons aren't really that effective, as a high percentage of prisoner free often once they are released back into the community. It seems clear that another option needs to be found. The problem is that the alternatives, such as community service, are often seen as soft actions. Taking away people's freedom, it is about the worst thing you can do to a man. It will definitely not make them a better person. According to research, though, most inmates who are allowed to study never come into contact with the law again. For the majority of crimes, prison is the best answer. For some, however, it is not. Murder and violent crimes should carry the death penalty. The reason why prison is seen to fail is because in the UK at least, the sentences which are served are far too short, and the prisons are too short. Soft. A criminal can react in a murder number of different ways to prison. For many, it's an experience they never want to go through again. For others who haven't had much of a home, it's a place where often they feel they belong in some way. So when they are allowed to leave, they miss the structure of prison life and find it difficult to be back into the everyday life.
Okay. Uh, so the high percentage of prisoners reoffend
Mm.
are released back into the community, so they think that prisons aren't really that effective. Uh, do you agree with this one? Prison aren't really effective because there's still high percentage of reoffending prisoners.
Yes, I think that I completely agree with the opinion because the prisoner just couldn't feel sorry or feel like they would change their behaviors.
Mm,
So so they would be easier to get into prison again.
mm, okay. So they think community service are too soft to punish them, to train them, to remind them, or to deter them from committing a crime. So can you tell me some kind of community service uh, that are not suitable for some extreme crimes or serious crimes?
Oh, I think that the only one community service I can think about is working at retire homes. Like when a prison go into that place, they would need to take care of the old people and the disabled. And I think it's pretty soft when all you have to do is just taking care of other people, and you could be provided with food and sleep place.
So I guess that the people who serve in the who perform the community service, they're not a person who harms someone, right? Okay, so can you guess the type of criminals who can be punished to to do the community service?
Uh, I think it would be people who steal someone else's properties, and they must be under the age of 18.
Okay. Do you think they are previously jobless people or they still do professional work job?
Mhm. Yeah, I think would be it's mostly the unemployed people, because when they have to steal someone's money, they would be they would be very needy.
Mm. Some people who are unemployed, they have no jobs and they need money, so they steal money from someone or stealing some items from their store, supermarkets. And also, see there are some professionals who work as accountants,
Ừ.
uh, or even in they work as governmental officers, right? And they commit crimes, the kind of maybe they did something wrong with the documents or legal documents. Uh, so they commit a crime. That's crime related to money and finance, or they against they follow the wrong legal procedures. They commit a crime, so uh, they are sentenced in prison for a short time, maybe several months to several years, and they also work in the community service. Not the kind of killers or um, uh, the person who commit sex offenses. Mm. Who should be sentenced death penalty, do you think?
Hả?
Who would be carry the death penalty?
Ừ. À, ý là nghĩa của nó hả?
Who? For example, if you steal someone 10,000 VND, should you carry the death penalty? Penalty,
Uh,
death penalty.
uh, no, I think that in our country, stealing someone money uh, couldn't be like given death penalty. They would have to repay the money to the victim and spend a few years in the prison and also do some community service.
Hmm. Some people who are jobless and they commit a crime when they are in prison, should they be taught some skills so that when they return to the society, they can have that they can do something to make a living, to earn a living.
Yes, in our country, when you get into the prison for a few years, the government would have someone to teach you how to sew, how to work on a farm, and also other working activity. Oh, working skills.
Cái bài này về nhà dịch sang tiếng Việt xong rồi bắt từ mới ra học nhé,
Ủa, có nộp bài không kêu?
chưa dặn xong nhé.
Ôi.
Tất nhiên là có viết bài, ngày nào tụi nào không biết á.
À, không, ý là cái bài này mình có nộp không hay là mình chỉ dịch thôi?
Dịch bóc từ ra học đi, lớn rồi ai đâu mà rảnh mà tra nữa. Dịch thêm bài này nữa nha.
Rồi, rồi,
cái
rồi.
cái chủ đề về Quran nó khó ấy. Chủ
Ừ.
đề này đi thi mà gặp nó là xỉu luôn, cho nên là mình cứ tưởng tượng là lúc nào mình cũng sẽ thi đề khó. Cái đề dễ thì mình đọc qua, đề mà mình thấy dễ có nghĩa là mình đã biết rồi, còn cái đề mà mình thấy khó là mình không có từ vựng mình mới thấy khó. Rồi viết bài này, mình có hai loại ha. Thứ nhất là đầu tiên là mình paraphrase cái đề, sau đó mình sẽ nói là mình đồng ý, hoàn toàn đồng ý hay là hoàn toàn không đồng ý, hay là đồng ý một phần. Ví dụ nó nói cái câu đó mà mình đồng ý hết, à, thì mình chứng minh cái câu đó hoàn toàn đúng. Còn ví dụ mình chỉ đồng ý một phần, vậy thì cái lý do thứ hai là ví dụ như câu này nó nói là nhà tù là hình phạt cho tất cả các tội phạm, ví dụ như mình đồng ý gì đây, mình có đồng ý hay không ha?
Ừ.
Đồng ý không? Rồi cái chỗ đây người này đồng ý không?
À.
Không đồng ý. Người
Ừ.
này không đồng ý tại vì thứ nhất là cuộc sống trong tù quá thoải mái đi ha. Thứ hai là gì?
Thứ hai là ờ, ở trong bên kia.
Những người có những người sao?
Không có thích hợp để mà nhận tù.
Họ không thực sự là nguy hiểm cho xã hội, ví dụ họ ăn cắp một cái ổ bánh mì thì họ cũng đâu có đáng bị vô tù.
Đúng không? Ừ.
Rồi, cái thứ ba, mặt khác. Mặt khác là gì đây?
Ờ, người ta tranh cãi khi mà cái gì ta, help, cái tù á, nó có thể cải tạo những cái người vi phạm.
Ừ, cải tạo cho những cái người đó, và người ta sẽ, khi mà người ta có việc làm thì người ta sẽ không phạm tội nữa. Rồi trong bài này nó nói là, vậy thì nó nói là có người ta nói là tù là phương pháp tốt nhất dành cho những người để phạt, nhưng mà tôi nghĩ là nó, thứ nhất là nó quá nhẹ đối với những tội nặng, và thứ hai nữa là nó, một số trường hợp ví dụ những cái tội nhẹ thì người ta không nhất thiết phải như thế. Rồi, nói như vậy thôi được rồi, còn nếu được thì mình sẽ đưa ý kiến của mình, là mình đưa ra một cái lời mà mình cho rằng, ví dụ trong cái vấn đề đó thì mình nghĩ điều gì là nên làm. Nè, rồi đọc cái đề đó, sau đó đọc cái bài mẫu này, đọc bài
Rồi.
mẫu chứ không có theo luôn. Rồi sau đó về tự phân tích nha. Thứ nhất là lên trên GPT hỏi là, à, thứ nhất là sẽ nói là cấu trúc viết một bài essay, cấu trúc viết, à, writing task to opinion essay nhé. Opinion, nói tiếng Việt thôi, đừng có nói tiếng Anh, nói tiếng Việt để phân tích cho mình dễ hiểu. Sau đó mình copy cái đề, mình bảo nó là phân tích đề này.
Ổn. Ừ.
Rồi cái chỗ này thì mình sẽ nói là đưa ra ba loại là đồng ý, hoàn toàn đồng ý, hoàn toàn không đồng ý, hay là đồng ý một phần, và nó sẽ hướng dẫn cho mình viết như thế nào, rồi mình tự ghi chú lại, sau đó phân tích cái đề này nha. Tức là nhiều khi anh không hoàn toàn đồng ý, lỡ người khác mình đồng ý một phần, mình đồng ý một phần có nghĩa là, cái mình không đồng ý là tại vì nó ghi là the best, là tốt nhất, thì mình không đồng ý, nó chỉ là một phần thôi. Rồi sau khi mình bảo nó phân tích đề bài, rồi nó sẽ hướng mình viết như thế nào, rồi sau đó mình tự đưa ra một cái idea là mình đi theo hướng của nó, hay là mình có cái ý kiến riêng của mình. Vẫn là viết, nhớ là dao động từ 280 cho tới 300 từ là ok nhé. Đừng 250 từ nhiều khi nó không có đủ, nó không có đủ với cái lượng nội dung để mình viết đâu. Từ 280 tới 300 từ mình kiểm soát được trong thời gian, và viết 4 đoạn thôi, một đoạn thân bài, một đoạn mở bài và kết bài, một đoạn thân bài là chỉ viết 2 đoạn thôi. Cái bài mẫu thì người ta tách ra nhưng mình chỉ viết 2 đoạn thôi. Nếu
Ok.
mình hoàn toàn đồng ý thì ý kiến thứ nhất là mình hỗ trợ cho việc đồng ý, thứ hai cũng hỗ trợ đồng ý. Hoàn toàn không đồng ý thì là thứ nhất giải thích tại sao không đồng ý, thứ hai cũng giải thích tại sao không đồng ý. Rồi, còn ví dụ mình đồng ý một phần thì thứ nhất là mình sẽ nói tại sao mình đồng ý, cái thứ hai là tại sao mình không đồng ý. Được chưa? Mình viết cách này trước đi, về sau giải thích, dạy thêm một cái cách khác. Ví dụ cái bài này là mình đồng ý không?
Một phần.
Đồng ý một phần, vậy thì cái đoạn đầu tiên sẽ giải thích là tại sao mình đồng ý, cái ý thứ hai tại sao mình không đồng ý, vậy thôi.
Ok.
Viết cái đó đi, xong bữa sau mình có một cái mẹo khác để mình viết tất cả các trạng luôn. Rồi, cái bài này nộp thứ năm nhé.
Ok. Ok.
Bye bye, see you.